It is my hope that you and your loved ones are keeping well and safe during this season. Welcome to this episode of Tastes and Tales. I'm from the warm coastal city of Mombasa. My name is Hannah Mudhoni, and welcome to Hannah's Kitchen. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make an amazing dessert called, do you want to guess? Well, it's a lemon glazed strawberry scone. Well, you can enjoy this recipe over a warm cup of tea with your family, with your children, with your friends. So let me introduce you to our ingredients of the day. What you're going to need for this recipe is 3/4 cup of chopped strawberries, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon zest, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 10 tablespoons of butter, which is unsalted, frozen and cubed, 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla essence, an egg, which is optional, and for our glaze we're gonna be using 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, and that is all. So first procedure, we're gonna be taking the strawberry stems off. So this is how you're gonna do it. You take them one by one and get those green stems off. One by one. Then next, we're gonna be cutting them in quarters. Just like that. And then after we are done with the strawberries, next we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. So this is the size that you're looking for. Our first step is to mix all the dry ingredients together, and this is how you do it. First, you start with your flour. Put that into a mixing bowl. Next, your sugar. Then you're gonna take your baking powder and the salt. Then our chopped strawberries. Give everything a toss using your fork. Just make sure everything is well mixed in. And then at this stage, make sure you have your frozen or your cold butter ready, which is unsalted, as I'd mentioned. Make sure it's unsalted butter. So we give this a mix. Make sure it's all mixed in well. So next, we're gonna take our butter, which as you can see, it's really cold. So we're gonna chop this into cubes. The reason why we're using cold butter is because we don't want the butter to melt when we're mixing it in with the flour mixture. So take those and then cut them into cubes. This is properly frozen, as you can see. So after you have chopped your butter in cubes, you're gonna add the butter into the flour mix. So let's keep chopping. So yeah, once your butter is cubed, you're gonna take that and put it into our flour mix, like that. Put the butter into the flour mix, and then now, using our clean hands, we're gonna work this using our hands. This is the best option. You don't want to use a mwiko, we're using our hands. This is because we want to attain a breadcrumb sort of like consistency. So let's go. Keep working the flour mix and incorporate the butter like that. So the thing is, we are grinding this butter using our fingertips, but we're not gonna do it all the way. We're gonna do it until we see that the butter is like the size of a pea. That's the size we're looking for. So yeah, we go on working like that. As you can see, the consistency is slowly coming around what you're looking for. So yeah, keep working at it, crushing the butter. Now you see why we needed to have really cold butter. Otherwise, it could be melting all over and creating a paste in our hands, and we don't want that, don't we? So after that is done, the next step you're gonna do is you're gonna work with our wet ingredients. So I'm going to show you that in a bit. The butter is still in huge chunks, not to worry, it will still melt. But what we're looking for is this breadcrumb-like consistency. This is gonna make our strawberry scone really, really flaky and buttery. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside. So now the next procedure is working on our wet ingredients. So I'm gonna crack 1 egg. Now this is optional. If you're allergic to eggs, you can skip this part. Then we're gonna add our milk. And then a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So I'm gonna measure that, then drop it in. So we give this a quick toss. Just like that. Then bring back the flour mix, create a well at the center, and then now we're gonna add our wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. This is how you do it. Just like that. Then now we're gonna mix everything together, though we're not gonna be kneading, we're just gonna incorporate the dry and the wet ingredients together. just like that, from the edges to the center. Just mixing in, just like that. So in case your mix is a bit wet, you can just add in a little bit of flour and then dust your surface, because this is where we're gonna work the flour mix after. So mix that up. I think I'll add a bit more flour, it's a bit too wet. So right now we're gonna take this and work it on in our floured surface, just like that. Don't worry, it's a very sticky mix, but we are almost there. Just give it a toss, just a quick toss on the flour. So after this, we're gonna mold this flour mix into a square and then shape in our scones. So I'm gonna elongate that and make it into a square, like that. And then now we're gonna divide this into quarters and then cut the quarters further and make some sort of like a pie shape. That is what you're looking for. This is how the flour mix is supposed to look on your surface. You can use a knife that you have run through some flour and just make that pastry into a square like this onto a surface that has flour so that it does not stick to your working surface. So this is the shape you're supposed to make. Just make it into a square like that. So next we're going to divide this and cut out our scones. So this is how you do it. I'm going to cut that into half, and then on the other side as well, and then take the quarters and cut them again, just like that. We're gonna prepare our baking sheet and line it with a non-grease paper. So you're gonna take our baking sheet and line it with a non-grease paper, and then you're gonna line these onto the baking sheet. Like that. Make sure they have spaces in between. Make sure there's enough space there. And then our last one is here. So they're ready for baking, but I advise that you can have these taken into a fridge so that they can become more solid. And then now we're gonna preheat our oven. Our oven is on, so we're gonna preheat our oven to 200 degrees. So once the oven is nice and hot, we're gonna take these inside for them to bake for about 10, 15 or 20 minutes, or until they're well browned on the edges. So as our oven is preheating, we're gonna prepare our lemon glaze. And what we need for this is our powdered sugar. We're gonna put that into a bowl. And then we're gonna add in our lemon zest, just like that. And then we're gonna squeeze some lemon juice inside there. The seeds getting, it's okay. So now I'm gonna mix together to create that beautiful lemon glaze. It's a bit thick, so I'm gonna add in the lemon juice again. Go in with my fork and just so this is the consistency that you're looking for, you see, so that you can go all the way over the strawberry scones and just put the beautiful lemon citrus glaze on them. After they're ready, that is. So yeah, that's how you make the lemon glaze. So we're gonna set that aside, and then now we're gonna put in our strawberry scones into the oven. So we're gonna first set the timer to 15 minutes. Yes, let's just put 20 minutes, and then we're gonna put them into the middle section. There they go. So I'm gonna let them bake for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the crust turns golden brown. After cooling, plate your strawberry scone and you can garnish with fresh strawberries. Taking your lemon glaze, it's time to drizzle this amazing tangy and sweet sauce onto it. And there you have it. You can serve this strawberry scone with some tea or over brunch. Absolutely perfect with this weather. Well, I hope you had an amazing time trying this recipe. For more engagements, please reach out to us on Hannah's Kitchen, both on YouTube, please subscribe, and Instagram. Special thanks to Mombasa Holiday Apartments, Danu Films, Twende TV, and of course our hosts today, KTN's Taste and Tales. Until next time, stay safe and God bless.